Hey, this is Arlene. So it is January the 2nd, 2020. So I wanted to talk about today. So today I got a lot of targeting, actually frequencies that burn. And a lot of it was to my feet and my ankles. So anyways, I'm just on my way back to my place. I just had to put my granny card away. So I got a lot of frequencies that burn to the bottom of my feet. So even though like I'm walking, I'm wearing my shoes, I have like lots of lotion on because they were burnt. And so anyways, one to either get burnt from the extension cord or whatever emits from the whatever emits from the floor, or I have one wall I call it the hot wall because it emits frequencies all the time, but it's real low, and all of a sudden it could be low, and then bam, it's on. So it seems like every little section of my apartment kind of has like its own switch or whatever, remote. So it could be like really low. Same with my ceiling. Like today, my whole ceiling was frequencies were coming down to my head. So I got my trimeter out and I used my trimeter. And then I did a video on it on YouTube and then on Twitter. So I had that problem. And then the frequencies from within the floor, I get them. See, now I'm back. Couldn't see me before. So anyways, so I get it from within the floor, but then I also get it sideways, like from where you step up to my bathroom, or I get it from my heater that doesn't turn off, or I also get it from my refrigerator. It's not my refrigerator. My refrigerator was too big when I moved in, so I had to give it up. So it's actually the refrigerator from the place I'm renting. So that refrigerator runs hot, and I do get a lot of frequencies from the refrigerator within. First I thought it was coming from the wall I share with 217, but it's not. It's actually the refrigerator or the light in the refrigerator, but something within it, just like my microwave. I get targeted from within my microwave. I don't know what it is, but I'm not an expert on appliances, but I'm assuming it's very easy to do something with it. So I got that, and so today I got really burned on the bottom of my feet and my ankles, which means it was coming horizontally. Sometimes it comes from outside, and I've done videos on that, where it passes through the courtyard. Sometimes I get it from the power lines that are up here. And it's a variety of things. But today I went to bed really late, like around 3 or 3:30 a.m. So I knocked out. So when I'm knocked out, that's when a lot of the targeting happens. Of course, whenever you're in a position where you don't move. So I was getting a lot of that, and that happened when I was asleep. Unfortunately, I go in these deep sleeps, so that happened. It's so funny because now that I'm not moving, it's like that's the third time somebody goes by. I guess because aside from the cars, I mean, they're just going down Santa Monica, but people would just like pop up because I'm not moving. I'm on the corner doing my video. So anyways, So because I was asleep and I was sleeping on my right side, my back was facing the heater. And my heater doesn't have an off switch. It only goes down to low. So for some protection, when I sleep, I have a porcelain plate behind. But this time it went to my lower back. And so I really, really, really got targeted in my lower back, my rectal area, and I also got my hips on both sides, which tells me I was getting frequencies from the floor. Now, what's interesting is that sometimes I hear like a motor, just like when I go to my mother's and I use her tub to soak in. I will hear a motor, and I can hear that motor turn on, and then I can hear that motor turn off. So, but getting back to my apartment, so I got targeted pretty hard in there. Now, the problem with the rectal area, when I get targeted in the rectal area, is it affects your, when you have to poop. Because if it's too swollen, it's stuck and it slides down. You have to wait. And so, that's the truth, and that's what happens. So sometimes it's there, but not coming down because it's really swollen. So that was happening again today when I was sitting at my desk. Like when I sit at my desk or car or at work, that's when they go for the rectal area. I get targeted there. And I get targeted there to the point where it's like you get a discharge. And it is because of, I know it's because of the targeting, the frequencies. I mean, there's not much I can really do about it. But it is something that happens. So that happened to me today. And then while I was getting ready to go to the market, I started getting burnt again, but the ankles. And because I have increased my walking and I'm trying to get in better shape, that's when they started burning my feet, and that's when they started burning my ankles and my knees. So that kind of stuff started happening. So anyways, it's getting kind of late, so my place is just right down there. So I better go, because so that was what was happening to me today. And also I get, when I'm asleep, this time it happened is my eyes get targeted with frequencies, and it kind of burns. And I know when they're really dry, because in the morning when I get up, I usually put drops on. I have vials of drops, and it's just like when you get a dry eye. So what I do is I will get a vial. And when I put it in my eye, and if I don't have any runoff, then I know that I have really dry eyes from the frequencies. So that's what I get. So I actually get like people that I don't know, I call them babysitters. So when I use the vial of the eye drops and nothing comes out, runs on the side of my eye, then I know my eyes are really dry from the frequencies. So that's what happens. And that's it. Mostly it's the bottom of my feet they really, really have been focusing on. So that does affect my my exercising and stuff like that. So it is what it is, but there's not much I could really do about it when that happens. So it just like burns a lot. And then I get the frequencies from the from the lights, like from behind me right here, or from the street lights or the signals. So I also get that too. So now I'm waiting to cross, but I take my time crossing because I get so many people that try to clip me when I walk and stuff. So that's my apartment right there. So I really don't have far to go. So that is it. So it is January the 2nd, 2020 in Los Angeles, California.